All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place?
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Masvidal gets caught with that punch. Well, for years, Tyron Woodley had said Jorge Masvidal is the best boxer on this UFC roster. Certainly showed you the hands there.
I mean, he's showing it, man. I mean, he's showing it, John. This guy has an ability to stand and box with anyone in the UFC. And that was on full display when he beat Nate Diaz.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Timing his shots nicely here, champ.
He's doing a great job of mixing everything up and using a lot of diverse strikes. Nice punch lands.
Oh, single collar tie here. Pretty good job staying patient as he lands the counter strike there. Strong work.
Great time.
Oh, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say? Try again?
If at first you don't succeed, you try again. And this guy is the poster boy for that saying, because he shot many takedown attempts, and he finally has secured one.
Don't allow him to hold you down. Keep moving, keep moving.
Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Well, he's staying pretty effective here, fighting off of his back. Nice strike landed there by the bottom by Gilbert.
Wrist control, wrist control.
Under 2 minutes to go now in our opening round.
Control the wrist.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
Now the guy's got armbar. He's attacking it on it. He's going to attack armbar here. You got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Is it. So the tap comes shortly thereafter.
He got the arm straight, right? The moment he was able to break the...
Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and going to be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out.
Try to establish that jab. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, he continues to find the openings tonight. Beautiful connection with a punch there.
Accuracy at its best. Beautiful leg kick thrown.
Takedown defense holds up.
His opponent's got him in the clinch. He needs to break away and get back to it.
Whoa!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Single collar tie now. Back and forth we go here.
Again, back into this position.
3 minutes now to go in this one. Burns gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Oh, he slipped well there to him. His head still attached to his body.
The last time I saw an uppercut like that, it was Overeem versus Ngannou. And you know they still haven't found Alistair Overeem's head.
Oh, it looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys. Attacking armbar.
Oh, he picked Picks him up and slams him down.
Big explosive slam to lift him and slam him out of that armbar. Go right into side control. Now let's see what he does, right?
Sometimes when you do that, the choke or the submission can get tighter, but he was able to evade it there.
Yes.
All right, closed guard now. You got to be careful, though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Lands with the ground and pound. Masvidal is attempting to pass here, but he's denied by the defense.
You can get out of there. Come on.
Closed guard. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
Power through it. Let's go.
Useful strike there. The ground and pound on point tonight. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of there. Unfortunately, he's in there with a guy.
Ready?
All right, round two. Gamebred gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. Nice hook lands. Oh! Uppercut there blocked by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Another clinch position.
All right, so he's landed some good shots tonight, but this is not a combo meal, right? No three-piece, no soda. It's one and done more often than not.
John, don't you come to me without a...
Oh, that is a huge shot there, DC. I'm not sure how he stayed upright.
I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, to stay standing shows and talks to your toughness.
Oh! Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands, and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will
over the top, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
beautiful level change. Make him think you're going low and then come right over the top with that beautiful overhand. Great punch.
Let's focus. Let's focus now.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Oh, that is as big a strike as he has landed thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
Trying to stay in this fight. Oh, huge right hand.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Oh, big left hook there. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Hey, let's go. Let's go. Hands up.
Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Well, he's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round.
Oh, my Lord.
Getting the hands going here early. 51 total strikes have now landed for Jorge Masvidal. And connecting with about a 41% accuracy rate here against Jorge Masvidal. Oh, massive knee to the body. That can't feel good.
Keep doing it again. Do it again.
Oh, straight right. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, straight right. He blocks the punch. Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Burns. Oh, a little single collar tie there. And just like that, the fight is over.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. What a fight.
Pinpoint strike to end this fight. It landed flush. I'm not even sure the opponent wholly saw it coming. And before he could recover, the referee was in to stop the fight. So a huge knockout victory for that fighter here tonight. Well, hard to... Now we go inside the octagon. All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist, but on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true five-tool player.
And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of him.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh, and he connects there. Pretty nice punch there.
Great job finding the range to land those punches.
Straight right hand now, just misses. Blocks the shot. Well, not much of a setup there. Misses with the left hook. Oh, that's a big right hand there from Gamebred. Boxing fundamentals, certainly not an issue for this guy. Very tight.
He's as sound as they come, right? A lot of times you see a guy that comes from a street fighting background, and they wing everything. They try to knock everyone out with every strike. Masvidal does not do that. He takes his time, finds and picks his spots. That's why he's getting the finishes that he gets now.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. All right, single collar tie now. Nice punch there by Burns. Oh, connects with another uppercut. I'm surprised his opponent's head stayed on his body after that.
He won't be able to take many more of these.
Right.
He's been taking them over and over again, and it's a testament to his chin. But take one on the perfect spot, he will crumble like a stack of bricks.
Well, 25 total strikes have found the mark for Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Dorino gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie.
Oh, nice. Big call punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Takedown defense holds up. Timely defense there. Huge block for him. Lands, that's as good a punch as he's thrown all night.
The punch that lands down the middle, the one that you don't feel, is the ones that land perfect, and that one landed perfectly.
Oh, big knee!
Oh, he's hurt.
Wow! A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
All right, dominant position for him here. Full mount. If you're the bottom fighter, better start moving those hips, DC.
Oh, you got to start moving those hips. What you should do initially, right, is start to push at the knees. Push at the hips, create some distance, shrimp, and try to recollect half guard. Half guard sucks, but it's much better than being mounted fully by your opponent.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really...
You ready? Fight! Doing great, man. More of that. Doing great.
Blocks the shot.
Liver kick.
Oh, that's a big hook to the chin. Well, he's landed a few big uppercuts. Oh, huge right hand. Big diving punch lands.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
Oh, straight right. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Nice looping punch.
Well, back in the day, he was brawling in backyards in the 305 alongside Kimbo Slice. Now he's one of the biggest superstars in the UFC and showing that he's still got plenty of work to do.
I mean, he's got plenty of work to do, and he has the swagger, a Miami swagger, that will allow him to capture the mind and the imagination of the entire world. Masvidal is now a bona fide star.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, man, this ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations.
If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move. You got to shrimp. You got to get off on a hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent, you got to be careful playing around.
Right now, it looks like he fades. He's trying to set up an arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. There he is. He's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, he has to... Oh, he might have got it with a choke.
Right into side control, DC.
This is where you want to be now because you get to make your opponent decide. They try to turn back into you, you can attack guillotine. If they turn away to try to get to your knees, you throw your hooks in and you got all your rear choke submissions.
Both fighters get up now. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace after round one. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round.
Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Tried to go to the body, but unable to connect. Round three next. All right, there's the horn, and what a round it was. DC, take us through the replays.
Punch after punch. He landed him at will. He went right at his opponent, got in his face, and showed this is my octagon. We are going to dance to the beat of my two.
Ready? Fight! Here we go. Hands up, man. Here we go.
Punches in bunches, and he has nice liver shot lands.
Now look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
And he is back up to his feet. And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have two hands in or two hands out, or guys start to attack triangles.
Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom. The Kimura is not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
Oh, we're getting a finish here.
Turn on the elbow, and he's going to chase the submission finish.
Oh, he postured up there. The sheer will is really remarkable to watch.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Well, he's more than content to work off of his back, DC, where he has been a magician in his UFC career. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes, looking for a guillotine.
He's attacking guillotine.
countering here with maybe a Don Flu. He's got the side mount. And now all of a sudden his opponent's in trouble. May want to bail on that guillotine sooner rather than later. And there it is.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, you've got to admire the focus and the commitment to getting the finish. You could tell he was in hot pursuit of that submission much earlier in the round, but he didn't want to rush it, so he sets it up beautifully, lets it materialize almost organically, and ultimately gets the desired result. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it, that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
So there he is, your winner by submission tonight, and that is how you put the rest of the division on notice. A huge result for him here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving's called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 43 seconds of the third round. For the winner by submission, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
All right, so there he is, all smiles, and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before the fight that he was going to submit him, and that's exactly what happened, man.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. And his opponent is known to lay in the guard. He made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place?
He's looking for that left hand. Not there. Well, for years, Tyron Woodley had said Jorge Masvidal is the best boxer on this UFC roster. Certainly showed you the hands there, DC.
I mean, he's showing it, man. I mean, he's showing it, John. This guy has an ability to stand and box with anyone in the UFC. And that was on full display when he beat Nate Diaz.
Oh, nice slip to avoid that right hand.
Give me some head movement now.
Big punch lands through the middle.
Able to land a combination there inside. DC, didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point.
Oh, I love it.
He's hurt bad.
Protect your face.
Just misses with the jab there. Just over 3 minutes to go.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
Oh, huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes.
Oh, nice job using his strength there to posture up. We'll see what he can do now.
He's going to start looking to land big shots from the top.
Nice hammer fist. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. We're under 2 minutes now to go round one. Burns is right back to the full mount here. Oh, the ground and pound is there.
Come on, bro. Keep those hands up for me.
Sound strike on the ground. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. Oh, man, it ain't Dikembe Mutombo. Shot there on the inside. He's hurt now.
He turned his entire body into that uppercut, and it landed exactly as he was hoping for.
Great round. Now, next round, I want you to finish him, okay? He's hurt. I know he's hurt. You know he's hurt.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spot.
Ready?
Second round underway. Masvidal gets caught with that punch.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations here.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Well, if you like Muay Thai striking, this might be your moment in this fight as he gets the Thai clinch.
This is a massive moment for this fighter. He is a great Muay Thai fighter. Look for him to go knee, and then try to land a big one to the head. Look at him whip his hip into that kick.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. Lands with a right hand. Nice hook. There, he could be in trouble.
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. He doesn't know if he's in the octagon or at his mama's house for Thanksgiving. Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him. Knock him out. The fight's done.
And they separate. Oh, misses with the jab. So a much different approach from him here in round two. Took him a while to find the range, get in his striking rhythm. He has found it. Just digs into the body.
That shot every part of himself, and now he's got his opponent hurt.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that. Really timing his shots nicely. Good tempo, very accurate, finding the range with relative ease.
Yeah, he's doing a great job of really overwhelming his opponent with activity.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
He landed a good uppercut there. Ah, that jab hurt him.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on.
Oh, that one takedown is easy to defend. When you start stringing them together is when guys struggle.
Masvidal's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, that's the end of round number two.
Hey, stop! All right, hey, all right, here we go, here we go. Have a seat, grab a seat. Listen, took a little bit of shots there. Hey, take a look at his eye. It might be a little bit swollen here. It's okay.
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights from both competitors. They both should be very proud of what they accomplished. But I'm telling you, man, I'm not sure they can keep this up. If they land at this clip for another 5 minutes.
You ready? Fight!
Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Well, eventually, you know he's going to turn this defense into offense, but he's certainly doing a nice job on the defensive end of this fight.
They talk about the feeling out process. He's getting his opponent's timing. Now he's blocking everything. Expect counters as we go forward.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Nice strike. Another clinch position.
Oh, Oh, Masvidal in a real flow here, sticking and moving. Crowd is like just reacting every time he... There as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus checks ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Nice job by the fighter here to continue to block the shots coming his way. You think he's trying to sort of fatigue his opponent here a little bit?
He's kind of watching and seeing everything that's happening in front of him. Later, you'll see him start to throw counters after blocking shots.
Oh, boy, what a shot.
Ooh, and he caught the kick.
Calm down.
Oh, collar tie.
Got to the clinch, controlled the posture, and lands some big knees from in close.
Yeah, looks a little wobbly on his feet. Oh!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Back to the feet. Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
It's okay. Use your...
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach here in the last couple rounds, and it's the exact sense of urgency that you want to see from a fighter. Take the judges out of it. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Oh! He's out!
He's done. He's done.
Beautiful shot to end the fight right there. It couldn't have landed much more flush than it did, and I'm not even sure the opponent saw it coming, quite frankly. So, near perfect execution on the strike that ultimately results in the KO here tonight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 32 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by knockout, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and going to be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out.
Effective punch there by Jorge Gamebred Masvidal. Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Well, for years, Tyron Woodley had said Jorge Masvidal is the best boxer on this UFC roster. Certainly showed you the hands there, DC.
I mean, he's showing it, man. I mean, he's showing it, John. This guy has an ability to stand and box with anyone in the UFC, and that was on full display when he beat Nate Diaz.
Punch coming, it's blocked. Takedown defense holds up. Unable to connect there. Big knee there to the chest.
Great shot. Keep the pressure on.
Nice punch by Gamebred. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
An uppercut landed.
Back and forth we go.
Let's move that head now.
Spinning attack from Masvidal. Well, he walked into his opponent's range there and ate that hook. He was unprotected, unguarded, and he's been susceptible to that hook in previous UFC fights. Got to figure out a way to move those feet and ultimately circle out and get that head off the center line. 25 total strikes have now landed for Jorge Masvidal. Oh, nice punch there by Burns. Gamebred gets hit with that overhand, and they separate. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Oh!
Keep the pressure on him. You're doing great.
Minute and a half to go in our opening round. Well, excellent takedown defense so far in this fight, and there it is again. He knew if he was going to win this fight, he was going to have to stop the shot, and he has certainly done that so far.
He has done a great job of staying up.
Right up the gut, DC. He's in a world of trouble now.
They say the straight moves are the ones that get there first, and it got right to the target.
big knee.
What?
Wow! Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Masvidal has got full mount now. Horn sounds for the end of round one. All right, so there's the horn. He got knocked down by a punch in that round, but he is able to survive. We'll see if they can make some adjustments.
He's as tough as they come. He took that shot and he kept plodding forward. He got off of his butt. He got himself off of the canvas and tried to get right back to work. But he cannot take many more of these. You don't want to be the guy that's testing how tough that your chin is.
All right, round two.
Big punch land. Ooh.
Throwing that jab yet again out of range. Oh! He's rocked.
That was a beautiful hook. It landed perfectly, and it hurt his opponent very bad.
Well, back in the day, he was brawling in backyards in the 305 alongside Kimbo Slice. Now he's one of the biggest superstars in the UFC and showing that he's still got plenty of work to do tonight.
I mean, he's got plenty of work to do, and he has the swagger, a Miami swagger, that will allow him to capture the mind and the imagination of the entire world. Masvidal is now...
Burns got his head. Let's see if he can secure a guillotine choke here.
Watch guillotine.
He might get a finish here. Oh, look at this. Jumps over into side mount to try to counter the guillotine. Maybe going with that Von Flue choke, or I guess we should probably call it the OSP at this point. And that will do it.
Holy smokes. What a performance.
Yeah, great job executing the submission in that fight. Really strong work. You can see the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, so a wild round and a wild sequence there on the ground. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He's such a phenomenal grappler. I don't understand how people don't know that this guy wants to submit you. He is the best grappler, best submission specialist we've seen in a long time.
So a seminal moment for this fighter here tonight as he gets the win by submission. Huge victory in his career, and it'll be very interesting to see how they matchmake him moving forward.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 12 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Jorge Gamebred Masvidal.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what